Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Taco Tuesday, folk. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you have an even better week. But until then, we're going to hang out on Taco Tuesday and have an absolutely wonderful time. I am quite sure of it. So let's get started with something small so Andrea has a chance to tag everybody. We'll just have something regular over here. How about just a beater stormtrooper? Started off with a yellow stormtrooper. He's got a bit of the yellow. But still, a Stormy. His legs are a little wobbly. But he will be letter A, and that way everybody that needs a tag won't feel bad getting here a couple minutes late. So we're going to start him off at one doll hair, and he will be letter A. And Taco Tuesday is officially live. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have tons of mocks tonight. I'm sorry, I'm still short on loose complete. But I got tons of high-end men on cards, so I guess it's a good problem to have. Make sure to tag any of your friends that are looking for mocks. It's going to be a show to end all shows tonight right here on the IC. And on YouTube and Twitch. We're streaming on all three networks there, so feel free to watch us wherever. And you can bid on any of the platforms. They will all pop up here. And when you get into the room, say hey, so I know you can see me and I can see you. And I'm going to hit refresh here so we get everything. Deon Noakes first. Adam Chitwood showing up at the beginning. That's insane, man. You don't show up till 3 hours in. Matthew Michael, I'm here. You can start now. Joe Ferraro, what up, dude? I got actually your pictures right here, man, plugged into my computer in your green USB. So thank you very much for that. They are great. Andy Burrows, happy Taco Tuesday. Andrea needs a link, please. Gee whiz, Mike, do your job. Andy Burrows, any vehicles? I'm light on vehicles, but I have, let's see what I have. Because I don't mind putting them out there if I got them. There we go, Andrea. And on Netflix. I don't know how to stream on Netflix. They should pick me up. I'm the most entertaining show ever to be on Netflix if I was on Netflix. I have two sealed mini rigs. Desert Seal Skiff, well, not a mini rig, and a Wampa. So I have those two sealed. I have a Vader TIE Fighter. I got a couple models. I got an Ewok Village, but it's hard to get to, kind of. Looks to be a land speeder up there. Can't get to that Rebel transport if my life depended on it, so I can't help you with that. But not many vehicles for sure. But if there's anything there you want to see, I could always put that out. But lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I finally made it. How y'all doing? Great, brother. Great. No complaints. No complaints. I've got my sombrero on. Hola, Eric Corey Ehrlich. How are you, buddy? How are you? All right. And on Netflix. They should put me on Netflix. I'm ready. Anybody out there? Anybody on the IC know somebody on Netflix? Be like, dude, this dude, 3 hours a week, you have advertiser, or you have, what is it? Content. That's what this is. Content. But luckily, yeah, I got the gift of gab. They could throw me on Netflix. And I do this ice cold. I don't even know what's behind me here, folks. I don't even pick stuff ahead of time. I have no lists. I have no plans. Everything is done on the fly here on Taco Tuesday. That's why you find some really killer deals. You might even get lucky. I might miss something. It has happened in the past plenty of times. And you get something dirt cheap that's worth like 10 times more because I didn't look, you know. I am over here drinking on the job, so. And remember, all the money raised on Taco Tuesday goes directly to building ICCCon, the future of conventions, right here in Middle Tennessee. The once a year sleepover for nerds. What up, Rich Martinez? How you doing there, bud? How's it going? Once Andrea's all done tagging, we'll put up some more stuff for you. I have just enough loose to get a couple loose up there for you. But it's going to be mostly mint on cards, so if you're mint on card collector, you're going to find something tonight. I'll tell you what. I got everything ranging from everything. I don't know if you saw the picture, but I made sure to put up one Star Wars card, one ESB card, one Return of the Jedi, one Tri-Logo, one Power of the Force, and one Droids. We got it all. Whole line going here. Yeah, sure enough. Toys That Made Us was super fun. They should have kept that going. The toys that made us. Someone interviewed me for something. I don't know when it's ever coming out or whatever, but it did happen. So there will be more toy content eventually. I taped it. But I'm terrible with that. I don't ever remember what it's for or anything. I'm sure I can find it in my email. Hey, Dan, Bilky Bartakamoose, what up, dude? It was cool seeing Bilky Bartakamoose at ICCC because I was like, what up, Bilky Bartakamoose? And he was like, what up, Mike? And that was fun. So we did that. I got the 2 damage figs today. I got Blaster back, Han's bubble, and Snag. You got Han into the bubble? Oh, the Blaster back into Han's bubble? Nice, dude. Snaggletooth was a tough one. You gotta... Needs a little bit of shaking going on. Let me grab a handful of some complete pigs here. And let's get them out for you. Not all are complete, but some are beautiful, so I'm going to sell this one right here. This is a Leia. She does not have her blaster, but she is very nice. So if you need to upgrade one of your Leias, this might be great for you. Very nice Leia. Really good hair. Nice eyebrows, everything. Hong Kong COO. She would be letter B, starting at $1, $1. Letter B, Princess Leia. Next up, let's do letter C. Let's make it a Stormtrooper. Not the best Stormtrooper in the world, but he is complete with his blaster. And he has decent paint. And still, starting at $1, how could you possibly go wrong with that Stormtrooper right there? Give him a little scrub and bubbles, he'll be alright. This is going to be letter C, A, B, C. C is in Stormtrooper. Letter D, we're going to do a Weequay. How about Weequay for letter D? He's a little bit roughed up, but he's still effective on Jabba's throne. He is complete. There you go, Weequay. Letter D. Alrighty, and then letter A, B, C, D, E, F. Letter F is going to be Fett, Boba Fett, of course. He's got a little bit of limb discoloring. He is Hong Kong, I don't know, big C, small C, double SC. I don't know what you guys with all your new variants of Boba. But he's got some cool stripies to him. That's just part of the degradation. Nothing manufactured, not a rare variant or anything, but still some cool stripies and squirrelies and swirly woos and whatnot. But he's not in bad shape. Chest is nice. The chest is nice. Got some scratches here and there, but he is complete. And he is letter F. Boba Fett is letter F. F for the Fett Man. Boba Fett. Next up, Endor Rebel Soldier. He will be letter G. Nice Endor Rebel Soldier there. He's in good condition. Painted face. Got a little scratch on his belt there. Complete. The army guy of Star Wars. I like how they have spats. Endor Rebel Soldiers have spats on. Howdy, Ken. Next up, Luke. Luke Hoth. Luke Hoth is complete. He's a little bit roughed up, but he is perfect for driving a Tauntaun. And that'll be letter H is Luke Hoth. Yeah, that's pretty good. Luke Hoth, H. Makes perfect sense. Whoa. And then letter I, we got a Raincore Keeper. Raincore Keeper complete, letter I. Cloud Car Pilot or TIE Fighter Pilot? Cloud Car Pilot, I got one, but he's missing his walkie-talkie. And TIE Fighter Pilot, I got one, but he's missing his blaster. So I was kind of holding on to him until I get more loose, and then I'll end up completing them. But yeah, it's really thin on the loose complete figure front here at IC Toys Nashville. So I am looking, I am hunting, I am buying. If you see a collection too big for you, let me know. I got an interesting one to go pick up. We have our first major consignment for IC for Life. Somebody was watching the auction, liked the auction, and they decided to give their father's old toys to the IC for Life auction for us to sell them for them. So they're going to consign them, we're going to sell them, and there's a lot of loose in there. Loose complete in there, nice figures. And we're going to sell them for them, and then we're going to take the percentage for IC for Life. And IC for Life is going to really start doing stuff. You're going to see, and it's going to be able to fund a lot more really cool Imperial Commissary projects. So support IC for Life. Check it out. Ask any questions you got about it. Happy to tell you. And definitely grab that membership, or at least think about it. If you do the math on it, I'm quite sure you'll grab it. It's a phenomenal idea. It's essentially insurance for what happens with your toys when you're done with them. When you're done playing with them, what happens with your toys? You know, you may as well have a plan in place for that, so it's not just somebody's problem that doesn't know anything about toys. All right. First two racks are spinning and have stuff, so there you be. On to letter E. There you be. On to letter E. Pardon me. Wow, that all rhymes. On to letter E, pardon me. Let's see what we got. Ah, here we go. This is a specialized Stephen Constantino door hanger thingy. Stephen sells them and gives them away and stuff like that. But it's Stephen Constantino. He played a Grammarian guard. You hang it on your door, and that way, when you shut and open your door, it makes a ringing-dingy sound. I think he sells them for like 40 bucks. But we're going to start it at $1 right here on the IC. So there you go. Stephen Constantino, Grammarian guard, door hanger thingy. Or I guess you can hang it on whatever you want. There's no rules here. But there you go. Starting at $1. Can't go wrong. Letter E. Special little custom item from our buddy Stephen Constantino. All right. And now we're getting into what we all are here for. Mocks. If there's any mocks you saw, I know the video was tough, but if there's any ones you saw or certain ones you want, you just let me know. I'll try my best to find them. But I'm just going to grab randomly like that, you know, and we'll see what we come up with. So, let's start right here with a ridiculously nice Bosk. Why not? That's a great place to start. So this is an Empire Strikes Bosk. He is a 32-back Bosk. Very, very nice, unpunched. Let's get a look at him. Crystal clear bubble, teeny tiny dent right there in the top of the bubble. That's the bad. But no cracks, no breaks, no nothing. Otherwise, the bubble's very nice. Crystal clear as the day is long. Card is beautiful and flat, unpunched. Very, very nice, vibrant, not faded or anything. Looks really, really great. Incredible Bosk right there. And that is a 32-back Bosk. So there you go. And I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to start that at $1 and just hope you guys don't buy it for 50 cents. You know? Start at $1. 32-back Bosk. You won't see that anywhere else. Bam! Look at him go. All right, he's going to be letter M as in Michael. That's me. So Bosk is letter M, 32-back Bosk. Let's go with this guy. Wow, he's like perfect. He's an 80 grade. He's a UKG 80 though. UKG 80. 80 grade, Y80. He's beautiful AT driver. Unpunched card. Very, very nice. I don't know if I should start him off at $1. What do you think? Let me look him up. You know what? Whatever. Starting him off at $1. Don't leave me hanging, guys. Make the price right. I appreciate you for it. All of it's going to a good cause, which is ICCC, which you or your friends enjoy every single year. So come on out and buy an AT driver. He's absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. I don't see anything wrong with him at all. And he's just absolutely beautiful. Like, look at him. And that is an 80 grade by UKG right there. UKG graders, they're the reliable grader in Europe. That's all they are. They are the AFA of Europe. So there you go. That's going to be letter P as in Paul, AT driver, UKG 80. AT driver. Next up, Tri-Logo Wicket. Tri-Logo Wicket. We're going to put him up there. He's going to be letter S. We're going to start him off, whatever. We'll start him off at a $1.02. Look at that beautiful Tri-Logo Wicket. Very, very nice. KB toy sticker there. And for a Tri-Logo bubble, that's hardly squished at all. It's got a little tiny boop, but very small. No cracks, no breaks, no nothing wrong with it. And for a Tri-Logo bubble, that's phenomenal. Beautiful Wicket right there. Starting at $1. Starting at $1. I didn't do the subgrades. Let me look. I don't know. Does UKG have subgrades? How does that work? But that's a Tri-Logo. Palatoy. England. England! Card is an 80, bubble is an 85, and figure is an 85. So really high subgrades, actually, on that AT driver. Letter T. Bloop, 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 bloop. This guy, what's his name? Jantosh. Jantosh from the Droids line. We'll start him off at a $1.02. Make it all crazy. Why not? We'll see how it pans out. Jantosh from the Droids line. He looks nice to me. Let me see. No cracks, no breaks. Perfect bubble. Really, really nice card. I really don't see anything wrong with it. Check it out. Nice flat card. Very, very clean. Very clean, nice card. Starting off at $1. $1 holler. Jantosh from the Droids line. Letter T for Tosh. That makes complete sense. Alright, next up. What do you say? Hey, what do you say? I don't know. Well, that's a freaking monster. I don't even know if I should put that out. I'm going to have to put a starting bid on this one. We're going to start this one off at $2,000. It's a Harbert Tuscan Raider, Harbert Sandperson. It is very rare. It is very Italian. Buongiorno. Now that's a spicy meatball right there. Gerstari. Look at how nice he looks. Now he is graded in an AFA 75. The bubble got a 75 grade because of the tiniest little dent there, but it is so darn rare. It is crazy. And a couple of these have sold recently, and they sell for over $2,000. So I figured if I started at $2,000, we're safe. It's a Harbert, which means it's made for Italy, manufactured and sold in Italy. So Italy is a small market. So just imagine how rare that is right there. And it's Sabipod. So it's a Sabipod, if you were wondering. The subgrades on that are Bubble 75, Card 75, Figure 80. And it is in an archival case right there. And it's starting off at 2 Gs. And that's going to be letter U as in unbelievably rare. That'll be letter U. Alright, now let's get over here to the big wheel. 4 more for the big wheel. 4 more for the big wheel. I can't see anything. Luke Hoth, Empire Strikes Back. This is a 4-LOM offer. People love those 4-LOM offers. If you're hunting those, I got a bunch of them back here. Not of this same card, but a bunch of 4-LOM offers. This is a 47 back. Empire Strikes Back. Luke Skywalker in Hoth battle gear. I'm going to start him off at $1 because it's a Luke and he should go for what he goes for. But you guys are making me nervous with your $150 bids on UKG 80 AT-AT drivers. So we'll see how that pans out. He's nice. His bubble is a little bit stressed here. It just looks like a little factory heat sealing factory error situation. Nothing wrong with it. It just looks like they put the bubble in against the heat too quick. The bubble looks perfect otherwise. Nothing wrong with it. No dents, no cracks, no scratches, no bangs, no bumps, no nothing. Card is perfect and flat. Very, very nice. Very clean card. Unpunched. 47 back. Luke Skywalker. And that is the free 4-lom offer. So there you go. And we're going to start him off at his buck as well. And we all know what these things are worth, folks. If it gets close to it, I'll call them. But if it doesn't, we'll be sitting here all night looking at the same stuff. So please, there you go. Luke Hoth. Luke Hoth is going to be letter X, because X is right there. So why not? We'll put letter X on him. Do I have my other letters, or are they gone? My other letters are missing. I'll have to make new ones. X. Let's see what we got for letter Y. Letter Y here. Letter Y. Why? Because I love you. Alright, now I know I sold one of these for 800 bucks recently, but it was an AFA 80. This one's an AFA 60, so we're going to start it off at 500 bucks. 500 bucks, AFA 60, card 80, bubble 60, figure 85. So really high subgrades. Bubble is squished pretty bad right there on the top corner, and that's what got it so banged up. But it is unpunched. It is a beautiful card, and it is dirt cheap at $500 for a Power of the Force 92 back Chewbacca. And I don't see any cracks in the bubble or anything. It's just a squish. So one little squish took it 20 points off. But there you go. Very beautiful. Great for display. Looks wonderful from the front. And it's an AFA 60 Chewbacca. Card 80. Bubble 60. Figure 85. So you know the other stuff's really good on there. That's going to be letter Y. Why? Because we love you. How about a Kia Mole? Another Droids figure here. This one's unpunched and looks absolutely perfect. Let's check it out up close. It's got a little bit of a crease right here. See it? A little bit of a crease right there, but it doesn't even bend the card up that much. So it's not bad. Bubble is absolutely perfect. I see absolutely nothing else wrong with it besides that little bit of a crease right there. But even you can't see it unless you tilt it just in the right light. See, there you go. But otherwise, unpunched Kia Mole, very beautiful card, very, very nice. BEA beautiful. Starting off at $1, how could you go wrong? Droids figure, Kia Mole, starting at $1. Pardon me. $1 holler on her, and she's going to be letter X, Y, Z, so W. Letter W for, wow, $1? I hope you guys enjoy me, because I enjoy me a lot. So, if you enjoy me too, then we really got something special here. Alright, and then crazy letter Z as in zebra, or Zed, or Zonkers, or Zulu, or zebra, or xylophone. Nope, that's an X. What do you want? I just been picking out stuff. How about we pick out a 12-back R2-D2? Can't go wrong with that. 12-back R2, this is an AFA 70, 12-back R2-D2. He is absolutely beautiful. He got crushed for his grade because somebody ripped off the sticker right there on the price thing. But otherwise, he seems absolutely perfect. Bubble's great, crystal clear. It's a little tight on him there. See the bubble humps at the top, but it's not squished or anything. And there you go, card 70, bubble 75, figure 85. And the thing is this is a bright white R2. He is absolutely perfect. And a lot of times, you don't get them perfect anymore. Even on the card, they're yellow. So that's a really, really nice R2 right there. And it is a 12-back R2. So I am going to start it off at a price. Let's see what eBay says. What do you say? We'll go way cheaper than eBay, but we'll see what eBay has to say about that. eBay. AFA 70. Ooh, it's a 12-back A as well, so it's the best one. So it is not going to be cheap. But it'll be cheaper than you can buy it anywhere else. That's what I can promise you. Oh. Well, there happens to be one up for sale. Oh, that's this one. It's mine. I just found my eBay. I got it up on eBay for $2,000, so which is cheaper than anyone on eBay because that's how I do my eBay stuff. So let's see, $1,500. How's that sound? $1,500 because it ain't buying it on eBay. So $1,500. We're starting off that 12-back A R2D2, 12-back A R2D2 right there, and that's going to be letter Z, starting off at 1,500 bones. Which is way cheaper than the cheapest one for sale. Because mine is the cheapest one for sale, which is this one that I have up for $2,000. So, that makes it the cheapest one that exists in the planet Earth. Alrighty, now I get to show you this live sale so you can see the most beautiful set of spinning wheels on the Earth. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. How about them apples? I'm going to ditch the sombrero. That thing is like 300 pounds. Such a heavy sombrero. If you got any questions about anything, you let me know, and I'm more than happy to show you. Well, Kyle Bowlinball says, take your R2D2 off eBay, dude, because I just bought it. So I'm going to pull that down really quick. Don't want the bad feedback. So you guys talk amongst yourselves while I pull this R2 off of eBay. There is a poster tonight, as a matter of fact. It is, I will show you here in un momento, por favor. It's actually a really cool poster. Alright, the poster, here we go. It's this camera. Nope, this camera. Yeah. Alright, the poster. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave all the cameras on. Or here, it's back there. Princess Leia in a slave bikini. So hold on. Let me pull it down for you. Because it's got stuff on the back as well. It's one of those double-sided posters. This is going to be letter EI. This is the back of the poster. And this is the front of the poster. And that's from 1999, and it was a Topps promotional poster. Topps cards. So, starting at $1. But she's pretty cool. Now you guys get to watch my very difficult poster hanging process. There you go. This is not for sale because I use it for hanging my posters because one of the tips is broken, so it is the perfect poster hanger. No lunch boxes, brother. Sorry, I just don't have any at the moment. No lunch boxes. So the poster starts off at $1. There you go. $1 holla. Darren Escobar hopping on that poster. It's a great poster, dude. The ultimate pinup. There you go. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If you have questions about the stuff up for auctions, I'm happy to show you again. If you got questions about the IC, ICCC, IC for Life, the IC Roadshow, which is kind of on hiatus, but one day it'll come back because it's a great idea. I just don't have enough time. So I'll regale you with a story of, so what happened is this lady reaches out. She wanted to sell her collection. And I'm like, well, I got a couple different ways I could buy it. I go, I could buy it, you could ship it to me, and I could give you money. And, or else I have this IC for Life auction. If you want to give it to IC for Life charity, give the collection to IC for Life charity. It's a 20% fee if you're doing a consignment. So anything out there, anybody, if you want to put a consignment on IC for Life charity, feel free. But what we do is we put a consignment out there, and then they give us the stuff. And then we sell the stuff on the IC for Life auctions on the IC Toys page that many of you have participated in. There's one going live that's live right now. Make sure to hop on that. Great deals still to be had. Just go to the IC Toys Nashville website, ictoysnashville.com, and check it out there. Or you could ask me or Andrea or anybody. I'm sure they could get you over to the IC for Life auction. But what happens is, so she gives the consignment. It costs her 20%. Which is not that bad when you factor in eBay and stuff like that, and shipping and people that don't know how to sell and years of your life selling an entire collection. So then what ends up happening is all that stuff, we're going to sell all that stuff for her, but I'm going up to, Andrea, where are we going? Somewhere in Maine. Somewhere in Maine. So if anybody up in between Maine and Nashville has a collection for sale, I'm buying. But we're going up to, I don't know, somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Maine, which is like really far, and picking up the collection and then driving it back. Once we drive it back, we take care of it. We put it all in a Excel spreadsheet. We figure it all out, and we start putting it up in the auctions for IC for Life. So that 20% fee benefits IC for Life, and the lady also gets all her stuff sold and just has to cash checks. So it's really, really easy. Because we'll go anywhere in the world, anywhere in the United States certainly, but anywhere in the world most probably if it's a good enough collection, to pick up your stuff and to sell it for you. Windham, Maine. Well, there you go. Windham, Maine we're going to, a place I've never heard of. And we're going to grab that collection, and we're going to drive on back down here to Nashville, and then we're going to put it up for sale on the IC for Life auction. And then the money that she gets charged in fees, the wonderful part, and the way it comes out even cheaper than eBay, is for every penny she pays in fees for the consignment, she gets a tax-deductible receipt as a donation to IC for Life charity. So, if she's in a high tax bracket or even in a decently high tax bracket, she'll save 25%, 38%, whatever it is, off of her taxes as a donation, just like she was given to the Red Cross or something like that, instead of those fees just going to eBay and her receiving nothing for them. So, it is a phenomenal way to sell your stuff. It ends up no stress, no worry, no effort at all on your part. And the fees, even though they're minusculely higher than eBay, don't involve eBay sellers and buyers and all the work of doing stuff on eBay. But they also are 100% tax deductible, so they come out cheaper by April 15th than even selling yourself on eBay. So it's a killer program. You should definitely think about it. If you got some stuff to sell, you want to throw it in a consignment for the IC for Life auction. And then that way, it's somebody like me telling all people like you, go to the IC for Life auction and look at this stuff. It's a good deal. And that does drive traffic and traction that a normal person that doesn't sell Star Wars all the time would have. So it's a very great program, and the membership is even a great program. Definitely look into that. For only $20 a month, we do the exact same thing for you. With only, I think it's a 12.5% fee, or maybe 15% or 13%. It's less than eBay. Pass through New York and we could get dinner. I think we're going to end up going through Buffalo, New York, man. So you're talking about the good New York. Or not picking on Buffalo, but you're talking about, like, the city. I don't think we're going through the city, man. Unfortunately. But I would love to have dinner in New York City with Darren Oscavari. So... What's the current bid on P? There's a question. It's at 250. Mr. Mark Rosenberg is in the lead. It's a UKG 80 AT-AT driver. Card 80, bubble 80, figure 85. When? Let's do lunch in Buffalo. Buffalo, I think I'm getting into... Sunday night, and usually we stay in Ashtabula because it's like halfway through. Someday, Darren, for sure, brother. I have been known to catch Yankee games from time to time, so I'll let you know for my next Yankee game. But yeah, Buffalo probably... I think Sunday night, probably Buffalo, but it might be a little bit later. I don't think I'll be there for a lunch, Mark. I could maybe do a dinner, or I could do a breakfast. Late dinner or an early breakfast. Like 6 a.m. breakfast at the hotel. All right, Darren Oscavari, 220 on M. Brian Campbell, S, $100 on S. Beautiful S. $100 for a Tri-Logo Wicket. That is cheap. Greg Whitley, 280 on P. We got Jason Copeland on 130 on T. 130 on T. Wow, that wicket is cheap. For a Tri-Logo wicket, that is cheap. I just happened to notice that one as I called out the price. That's a steal of a deal. Letter M, we got 230. What's letter M? Letter M is a Bosch, 32-back Bosch. That's cheap for a 32-back Bosch. Gee whiz, folks, I don't want to read off the numbers because everything's so cheap still. Cynthia Farragate hops on the train at 150 for that Tri-Logo wicket. Is it early dinner, dear? Andrea knows better than me. Yeah, let's try for a dinner, Mark. Love to meet you. Well, I've met you. But love to meet you in Buffalo, and I love going to places and eating places where people live, so that way they can tell me where the most delicious place is. And I'm not talking about, like, oysters. I sure do love, like, burgers and even pizza, and I don't know. Buffalo wings are all right, but they're definitely not my favorite. I know, right? $100 for a wicket. Anybody would take that. Cynthia Farragate is in the lead on that wicket at 150, so Greg Whitley, you'd have to at least go 160 in order to get into the lead there on that. Yeah, no, I've met you. I like going to places where people live, though, because you'll be like, dude, there's this really good diner where they have a pizza burger the size of your face. I wouldn't eat a pizza burger, but I do like steak fries, so keep that in the back of your back pocket there for when you're thinking. But no, I love going to somewhere, anywhere in the world. You know how it is. If somebody actually lives there, they're always like, this is the best place. And it is the best place. You come to Nashville, I'll give you some tips on where to eat and where not to eat. So you don't end up with like an avocado vegan sandwich, but like really good food instead, you know? And Andrea likes tuna melts, to be fair. They disgust me, but she really, really enjoys them. So if you know a good tuna melt place... Andrea likes tuna melts. We got the Tri-Logo wicket at 180. We got it at $200 with Cynthia Farragate. Still a killer deal on that wicket right there. A lot of stuff out there for sale. A lot of cool items. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. That key mole is practically perfect, and she's only at $50 right now. Letter W, if anybody's keen on that. That's a steal of a deal. That Power of the Force Chewbacca is only at $500. That's a steal. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. Next Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. But yeah, if we do an early dinner, because I try to make it as far as Ashtabula before I go to sleep. I know it's a weird place, but I always remember the name. And that way it's only 8 hours to Nashville. It's in Ohio, I think. Ashtabula, Ohio. Nobody's keen on letter U, but letter U is super rare, and it's Italian. So if you know anybody that's Italian, tag them. The Harbert Tuscan, I'm starting it off at $2,000. They always go for more than $2,000, so I figured $2,000 is a fair deal. It's an AFA 75, and it's unpunched and really, really beautiful. No Italian yet? That's alright. Everybody could be Italian as long as they make good pasta. We'll take anybody. I'm Italian. Letter E is a crazy one-off thing. It's a Stephen Constantino original. I'll show you here. But Steve comes to the convention every year, and he always gives me extra stuff for the swag bags and stuff. And this is something he sells at his table. I think he charges $40. But it's like a door hanger. And then when you shut your door, it jingle bells. But it's got his name there and a leather Gamorrean Guard shoulder emblem, shoulder patch thing. And then it's around a horseshoe for that country feel. But there you go. Yeah, please make sure to use the letters to bid. Andrea's keeping track, and it's a lot easier with letters than it is putting up the name of the item, because then she's got to go search for what the name of the item is. There has to be some somewhere. I like the food too much. Our food is just so delicious. That's what's going on there. What's the letter for Wicket? Letter S. S is in Sam. Sam is for Wicket. What back is it? It is a 70 back, I think. Yes, 70 back Wicket. 70 back Wicket. Yeah. It's that one. 70 back Wicket. The highest bid on the Princess Leia poster right now, it's at $5, so you could be in the lead for $6. That's a good poster right there. I think it'll go for a lot more than $6. I'll show it to you again. And letter EI is that poster. Letter EI if you want to get in a bit on that poster. Yeah, you're in the lead there, Greg, on Wicket. F-35, awesome jet. I missed the air show in Nashville this year because it does it every 2 years, so they didn't have it this year. But I did miss it. It was a bummer because I really like it. Like seeing that F-35 go through its paces. It's a trip. Very cool. Very cool vehicle. I would definitely buy one for $1. Casey Blevins, what up, dude? How you doing, brother? Look at that beautiful Bosk spinning around there on letter M. Still a killer deal on him. Killer deal on pretty much everything right now. If anybody wants to get in on anything, you can't go wrong. Letter W, that key mole, only at 80, 90 bucks. Look at her. She's beautiful. I'm going to show her to you again because this is only 90 bucks right now. Which is a steal of a deal. I know it's not the most popular figure in the Droids line, but it's like $250 figure right there, and that's a beautiful piece. Look at that. And it's only at 90 bucks. 90 bucks right now. That's a steal. 12-back AR2D2 at $1,500. That's a good deal. Chewbacca's a great deal at 500 bones. Power of the Force Chewbacca. Even X is a killer deal at $150. That should be like a $450 card, no? $350 card. $350 card. I guess the Return of the Jedi one is more expensive. Well, $450. $624 here. Look, this is what I'm looking at. It's the same card. I think mine looks nicer. That's the same card. Mine definitely has a better bubble. So that Luke is super cheap right there. We might have a record number of viewers right now. Looks like we got 32 on Facebook. We have 1 on Twitch. And we have 21 on YouTube there. So tons of people are watching this right now. And since you're all watching, make sure to follow along www.icnashville.com. We throw an awesome toy focus, collectors focus convention every single year. Definitely check it out. Follow along. Check it out. ICCC Nashville. If you look up ICCC Nashville or ICCC Star Wars anywhere on the internets, you'll find it. It's all over the place. And here's everything spinning right now. If you want to get in on anything, let me know. If you got any questions on anything, let me know. Happy to show you. Just finished my tater tots. Yum, yum, yum. I love me some tater tots. Is Z graded? I'll tell you when it comes around. Yes, Z is graded. It is an AFA 70. And check out the charity auction for sure. Go to www.icnashville.com or ictoysnashville.com and check out the charity auction. Lots of great deals to be had and lots of really great stuff. It's graded an AFA 70. The card is a 70, the bubble is a 75, and the figure is an 85. The bubble looks nice. It's got a little hump where R2 is just a little pushing up. But right here is why it got so banged up on the card. It has some litho tear here where somebody took the price tag off where it says the price and ripped the card a bit. But you can see it there, but that's why it got banged up. But it is a 12-back A, and it is AFA graded, so it is still a killer deal at 1,500 bones. He's killer deal. Killer deal. We got some action on the poster there. Letter EI, Darren Oscavari takes over at 20 doll hairs. 20 doll hairs. Letter X getting a little bit of action. It's still super duper cheap, but Letter X is getting a little bit of action, which is nice because it's a killer deal. That Luke Hoth. Empire Strikes Back, Luke Hoth, 47 back. How could you go wrong at 200 bones? That's dirt cheap for what it is. We got 260 on M. Mr. Darren Oscavari takes over on Bosk. Bosk is a killer deal. That's got to be at least a $350 card right there. And the bubble isn't yellow at all. And lots of Bosks have yellow bubbles. Bosk is a yellow bubble kind of guy. Kind of lizard, I guess. Not a kind of guy. Yellow bubble kind of lizard. But that Bosk has a crystal clear bubble. Beautiful bubble. Crystal clear. Very nice. Minor dents on the top of it, but really nothing special. Or nothing bad. Very minor. $3 on E with Jason McKee. I know it's a weird thing. If you got a farm or a barn motif going on in your house, though, it's a really cool thing. And also, they do cost $40 in real life, so $3 is a killer deal. Letter E, that's Steven Constantino merch item right there. But yeah, check out the charity auction. There's killer deals to be had on the charity auction. There's some things that are really, really cheap. There's some carded figures that are really, really cheap. There's even some G.I. Joe carded figures that are really, really cheap. Check it out at ictoysnashville.com, and you can just click on it there. Or else if you go to icforlifecharity.org, there'll be a pop-up there where you can click on it as well. It'll all roads will lead you there. Got 210 on X, 220 on X. X is finally getting some action. X is dirt cheap, so it's not surprising. We got $38 on C, $22 on B, and $3 on E. Crazy letter E. You never know what it's gonna be. Crazy letter E. All right, folks, I'm going to pull down that Harbert Tuscan Raider. I guess it's just not right for tonight. And that's okay, too. But I hate to waste a spinning wheel on something so rare and pricey. Well, it's a good deal, but, I mean, it's still expensive. We'll pull that one down and we'll get you up something else. What do you say? Kind of got to be in the market for a $2,000 Italian Tuscan Raider. Nobody spoke up. Nobody said what they wanted or anything. So, what am I supposed to pick? You guys want graded or not graded? Or is there any specific thing you want? Let me know in the comments. I'll wait for you to pick a new one for letter U. Let me know if you want graded or ungraded at least. Or you can pick a figure and I can try to find it. 21B 41A. That's a deep cut, man. I don't think I saw a single 21B anywhere. I thought there was one back there somewhere. I do not think I have a 21B. Anybody want some proof cards? An Italian 4-pack? Something like that? I had a bunch of proof cards. Like a bunch of proof cards. Just rolled in, but if there's an open ask, I'm looking for droids, Ewok stuff, and some non-17 coins. I got some droids carded. I got some no Ewoks carded. I got some droids carded. 79 back low gray. I do not see a 79 back low gray. I don't see any low gray, actually, to be fair. No low grays. Sorry. No Lily Letty carded, Darren. Sorry, buddy. I got a Takara R2D2. If that helps. Blue Saber Luke Jedi's? No, I don't think so, man. I got a Tri-Logo over there, but he's not a Blue Saber. I think I got a Power of the Force one here somewhere. But I think he's Green Saber. The Tri-Logo Luke. Okay. Let me try to find it. Tri-Logo Luke. I'd bid on the Tri-Logo, or the Takara R2. What's it look like? Alright, we'll pop them out there. We'll start with the Luke Jedi. Tri-Logo Luke Jedi. Very nice. He does have a green saber. The last Tri-Logo I sold was like, I think $700. So let's start this one off at, I don't know, $600. You got Luke in there, tiny little dent right there. You're going to have to work on that sticker to get it off. A little bit of heat will work for you. But there's his saber and his blaster and everything like that. We're going to start him off at 600 bones. Tri-Logo Luke Jedi is going to be letter U, as in uniform. And I'll dig out that Takara R2 and we'll put him up when we get in our next slot. For droids cards, I've got, Key, Mole, Jantosh, Thal Jobin, Uncle Gundy, and, Keziban right now. I do have a carded Barada. I can put him out there. Get that Takara R2D2 for you. I will dig while you guys bid. How's that sound? Figures he's at the bottom of the pile. Some beautiful Han Solos. Only problem with the Takara R2 is I am able to find 0 comparisons. I don't know if it's that rare or that hard to find. You want an Uncle Gundy? The United States Gundy. I can put one up for you, bud. I'll pull one. Don't want no Canadian Uncle Gundy. Greg takes over on P at 3:30. Let me know if you got any questions. If you want to see anything again, happy to show you. Darren Oscavari takes over on X. That's still super cheap. $250 on that Luke Hoth there. Still super cheap. EI is the poster. It's a Topps poster. Here, I'll show it to you. The Great on Z. Well, Andrea just put it up for you, so there you be. The Great on Z. There you be. No problem, Matthew Michael. Joe Y again? You got it, bud. URSTUVWXYNZ. Let me let it spin around here. This is letter Y. It's a really nice Power of the Force Chewbacca unpunched and everything. The only problem is he has a little bit of a squished bubble, so he is an AFA 60. But these things go for like $700, $800, $1,000 all the time, so he is still super cheap at $500. But he looks good, you know, unpunched. He's just got that squish. Yeah, totally I could show B. Princess Leia. No rips on her cape there. Very nice hair. Excuse me. Alright, we got no bites on Luke Jedi, so I'm going to swap him out with this Takara R2-D2 because this R2-D2 is awesome. I'm going to start him off at the exact same price as that R2-D2 12 back there. This is also a 12 back R2-D2. This is a 12 back B. But this one is a Takara R2-D2, so sold in Japan. And this one is also an AFA 80 instead of an AFA 70 like the other one. So this is a 12 back R2-D2 Takara sticker. It's going to start off at $1,500. The R2-D2 is super duper clean. Very, very nice. Good subgrades. Card 80, bubble 80, figure 85. And it is a Takara R2-D2. So only sold in Japan there. It's got some Japanese writing, and it does have a nice Takara sticker on it there. So there you go. And we're going to swap out that Luke over there on letter U for this one. Power of the Force, Wicket, Gunner, or Biker Scout. I do have a Biker Scout. I don't think I have a Gunner at the moment. I might. I know there's an Imperial Gunner, Power of the Force, that's beautiful. That is on the IC for Life auction right now. If you want to head over there, you can check that out. He's a good deal. But I can do a Biker Scout. I've got a Biker Scout, Power of the Force Biker Scout, which is the hardest one to get there out of the three you named. I don't think I have a Power of the Force Wicket right now. I might. I don't think so, though. There's a Warwick. Got a lot of men on cards right now. It's hard to know everything I got. Good problem to have. Not complaining. Just saying. But I could put out a biker scout for you, Ben Joshua. Eventually. Eventually. Thank you, Michael Highland. It is neat. That Takara R2-D2, very, very nice. Beautiful card. And really tough to find. Very few comparables out there, if any. There's one, but it's like beat up and yellow and open. Or not open, but squish bubble. And this one's way nicer. And graded. AFA 80. Alright, I think next up I'm going to call letter P. It is that UKG 80 AT driver, UKG 80. He's right there, letter P. That is this camera. So if you want to get in on letter P, speak now or forever hold your peace. Unpunched AT driver. He is currently at $330 with Mr. Whitley. Greg Whitley is in the lead at $330. AFA 80. Or UKG 80, sorry, UKG 80 AT driver. But it's going to be the next one to be called is letter P right there. So if you want to get in on that, now is the time because I'm about to call it. Alrighty, letter P, UKG 80, card 80, bubble 85, figure 85, AT driver going to Greg Whitley for $330. Great deals to be had, folks. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Congratulations. Is good deal. Alrighty, letter P. You wanted an Uncle Gundy from America. Uncle Gundy from America. E-cam, there you go. Uncle Gundy, American. You got Toys R Us stickers up there. I got a Canadian one too, if anybody wanted the Canadian one. But the American one was requested. So there you go. Beautiful card, beautiful bubble. No cracks, no dings, no dents on that bubble. Look at that thing. That's nice. Actually, I'm lying to you. There is a dent right there. But it's hardly anything. No cracks, just a dent. And you can't even tell from the front. And that's why I didn't notice it at first. So there you go. He's got a little bit of a crease up here. If I can get the light to pick it up. Can hardly see it. There. Sorry, it's hard to get it to show. There it is. See the crease? But if you hold it like this, you can't see it. Because it's that minor of a crease. Uncle Gundy, the super jacked old dude. Starting at $1. How could you go wrong? Letter U is Japanese. It's a Takara. It's made in Hong Kong, but only sold in Japan. That's where that Takara sticker comes from. Letter P, starting at $1. Uncle Gundy. Adam Chitwood says, "Jacked old dude, sign me up." 150 on Uncle Gundy. $32 back Bosca on letter M is cheap at $270. P. Adam, I asked for that, old man. Well, he's still cheap, so I hope you guys battle it out a little bit. Can't even get him loose for that much. All right, let's go over here. Letter T we're going to call. Letter T in the middle there. Jan Tosh from the Droids line. S. Lazaraton? Screwing up your name, I'm sorry. Lazaraton. Letter T. We're going to sell that. Jan Tosh from Droids. $175. If you want to get in on that one, speak now or forever hold your peace. Right there in the middle. He's a beauty. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Had a middle school football coach that looked like Uncle Gundy. Same shape and everything. He wore short shorts. Nice, dude. He's perfect. Fundamentals. All right, there you go. We're going to pull him down and we're going to get you up something else there. Oh, you wanted that Biker Scout, right? Let's get you a Biker Scout. Where else can you request a Power of the Force Biker Scout? And the person be like, yeah, sure, I got one of those. Till you score. All right, there you go. Power of the Force Biker Scout. It's pretty nice. It does have some issues, but you'll be able to get it a lot cheaper than it should be. These usually go around $2,000, but in this condition, I'm sure it'll go quite a bit less. Nothing wrong with the bubble. No cracks, no breaks, no dents, no nothing. Oh, little dent. I'm lying to you. Little dent right there. Can't tell from the front. That was my problem. But it does have double staple marks up here from the broken tab. Somebody tried to staple the tab. Does have a little price sticker issue right there. A little bit of rubbing right there. But otherwise, it is very, very nice. And it is really hard to get. So, we're going to start this one off at $1,000. It should go for about 15 or 16. It's a rather hard Power of the Force card to get. But we're going to start it off at $1,000 so you get in dirt cheap and maybe get yourself a killer deal out the door for a Power of the Force Biker Scout. Starting at $1,000. Nobody does that. Little tiny dent there. Really nothing. Can actually still push it out. So maybe with a tiny bit of work you can fix that. But there you go. Only major problem is right there. And right there. Everything else looks very nice. And he will come in a star case. Actually, I can put him in a star case right now. But I had him in an acrylic because he looks so darn pretty in an acrylic. It's such a tough card to get. Figured I'd show him off in an acrylic. Brian Campbell takes over on that Takara R2-D2. Beautiful piece, man. Killer deal, too. But there you go. And the wonderful thing about those staples is you can hardly tell because they're up there where it snaps in. Also, they're hidden behind this in the acrylics, so it's still a really nice piece. And there you go. Only starting at $1,000, which is a steal for a Power of the Force Biker Scout. Even if that bubble had a hole in it, or a break, or a crack, it would be cheap at $1,000. So there you go. It does not have any of those things. Tiny as a little dent. Only real issues with the card are the staples up here and the litho tear right there. Otherwise, it's very, very nice. Bubble's nice. That's a really nice piece. Starting off at $1,000. Killer deal, too. And there you go. Look at those spinning wheels. Holy moly. What a incredible contraption. All right, folks. I'm going to start calling some of these. So if you want to get in on any of these, do it now or forever hold your peace. Letter Y is a Power of the Force Chewbacca AFA 60. And it is at $500. Steal of a deal. Letter X, I'm probably even going to wait on because X is still way too cheap. It's at $270, but that's a $400, $500, $600 card on eBay. Letter W is Kia Mole from the Droids line at $140, and letter Z is at $1,500. It's an AFA 70 R2D2 12 back R2D2. Beautiful piece right there. Card 70, bubble 75, figure 85. And don't forget about letter EI, that Princess Leia slave outfit poster, pinup poster there. So let's start off. We're going to start off with Kia Mole there. So if you want to get in on that, do it now. She is at $140. Nice card, nice bubble. Crease in the card at the bottom of the card, but really, really nice otherwise. And we're going to call her at $140. $140. I think that's a killer deal on a Droids card. 140. Kia Mole. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold at $140. We got a 145 bid from Adam Chitwood. He said that is too darn cheap. I can't let that pass me by. So that one's still alive. Kia Mole is still alive. We got another bid on it, so I guess I called that one too soon. Let's go on over to that Chewbacca for Kyle Bowlinball at $500. That's a steal of a deal. Power of the Force Chewie. AFA 60. Where is it? There we go. Letter Y, Power of the Force Chewbacca going for $500. Graded Power of the Force Chewbacca. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Steve, letter W, is already at $150 with Jason Copeland. So you'd have to go at least $160 on that. The mighty Chewbacca is sold. Great deal there, brother. Congratulations, Kyle Bowlinball. All right, let me find you something else for letter Y. How about a Jorg Dusat? We'll throw a Jorg Dusat up there. Uh-oh, Chad is here, so it must be time for me to take a break. Do you want to put a Jorg Dusat? Oh, Scott was in on Y. Nope, forget it. You get nothing. Sorry, dear. I didn't notice. Sorry, Scott was in on Y, so Y is still alive. The mighty Chewbacca is still alive. There, you get nothing to do.
Cool.
Here's Chad, everyone. We got a 1600 bid on that R2D2. Here comes Chad. Have fun.
Hi, guys. We got 525 on Y. That Chewy, I think, right? That was just put back up. Hey, Brent, how you doing today? We got 200 on P from Steve. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to see up close or have any questions. I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. We got 10 on A from Brent. That's the that Stormtrooper. Looks like. Yeah, the Stormtrooper. Ooh, what is that on E? Oh, it's a Stephen Constantino thingy. Cool. We got 205 on P from YouTube. Sorry, I'm new to this. How do you bid? Okay, when you're trying to bid, you would put... Well, Andrea put some stuff in the chat. But you would put the letter of the item. So if you look on the screen here, let's see. If you look in the center of the screen here, you can see all these letters with the current bid next to it, with the person that's winning the bid. And then if you look on the wheels, each item has a letter. So like, you would say letter D, and then you would put your bid in. So right now D's at $9. Letter D is that that weak way complete. So if you wanted to bid on D, you would say D, and then you'd have to go bigger than more than 9 because the current bid is $9. So you have to go at least 10. And then like Andrea put in the chat, if it's over $100, the increments are in $5, and if it's over $200, the increments are in $10. Under $100, I believe their increments are $1. But that is how you bid. You just put the letter in the chat as well and the bid you want. And there you go. Does that answer your question? Rockcliffe Custom Homes? And if you have any questions on what each item is, let me know. I can tell you. Yeah, there's tons of MOC mocks been on cards. The ones that are up on right now are what's rolling. As soon as one sells, we'll put another one up. If there's something particular you're looking for, let us know. We'll see if we can find something. But yeah, there'll be lots more men on cards going up. There's a bunch of them behind me. Let's see. And if there's any that you want shown closer or you have questions about, just let me know and I'll give you a close-up.
You can do your webcam and tilt to the side. If you want to show them all.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wrong way to tilt. Which way am I tilting? I keep screwing it up. There we go. There's a bunch on the shelves, and there's a bunch here. So we got 300 on M. M is the Bosk. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And then at the end of the night, Andrea, if you do bid on stuff and you do win, Andrea will contact you. That's how it works, right? Yeah.
Tag everybody.
Andrea will tag everyone that won the bids. Hey, Nick. What's up, man? Can you zoom in on 7? Which one's 7? 7. Yeah, I could show anything up close. I'm not sure what you meant by 7. I'm sure that was supposed to be something else. But yeah, I could show up close anything you want. Just tell me what letter it is, and we'll get that for you. All right, guys. Mike's back. Have fun. He'll explain it better too. I'm kind of bad at it. So there's a new bidder, the Rock Custom Homes.
Cool.
He's the one that had all the questions.
No worries. Yeah, always ask questions. If you got questions, we're happy to answer them. the poster, just so everybody remembers. Letter EI is the poster tonight. It's that one right there. Nick Grooms, I just showed it. Did you see it? Here, I can show it again. It's a Topps poster. Princess Leia in her bikini. Still a good deal at 25. They go for like 40 on eBay. All right, we're going to yank down letter E, and we're going to find you out something new. For crazy letter E. It's going for 11 bucks to Nick Grooms, the Steven Constantino door ornament. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter E. Sold. Great minds. Sure enough, brother. Is you graded? Yes, sir. It is an AFA 80. It's an AFA 80 Takara R2D2 12-back B. But yeah, it's an AFA 80. All right. Constantino's Jingle Bells are sold to Nick Grooms. All right, for the new letter E, we got a Boba Fett USB drive. It's got a button on him. He does turn off and on. I don't know what he does when he turns off and on. Whoa, look at that. Oh, he needs batteries. Batteries fit in there. I don't know what he says or does when you turn them on. I wonder if I have batteries. Here, let me get a screwdriver. Let's find out. Two double A's. One double A. Two double A's. I wonder how good these work. I have no idea what it does. It has a switch here. Definitely takes two double A batteries, and the compartment is clean. actually don't know how to get to the USB drive. Is this like something you gotta plug in? I have no idea what this is. But it's going to be letter E, so we'll figure it out. Let me try to take a picture of it. We'll Google Lens that. No idea what it is. It closes at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Closes 8 Central, 9 Eastern. It has a USB port on the bottom and it takes 2 batteries. It's a charger. Cool. Do I have a cord? Cool. It's a power bank. Well, it didn't show you very good. So it's a power bank. That's cool. A power bank that uses actual batteries, so you can always refill it. So it does work. It's a USB power bank for your cell phone. And it looks like Boba Fett. Well, there you go. Be the coolest kid on the airplane with that. That's why I couldn't figure it out. It's a USB in port. Did you want it, dear? I'll pull it down. You can have it. I don't want it. It's large. Plus, I got my IC power bank, which is a great power bank that does everything. But there you go. So, Boba Fett power bank, starting at $1. Letter E. My mouse is not working. There it goes. No, just saying it's cool. Yeah, it is cool. Sure, if it was a Jawa one, you would want it. Go home, Stormtrooper, you're drunk. Oh no! It's the domino effect. Oh, gosh. How about I just call the loose figures and we move on? What do you say? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the loose figures and then I'll put out new loose figures because I'm a disaster. So, if you want to get in on any of these, do it now or forever hold your peace. Letter A, we got a Stormtrooper going for $11 to Massey Michael. Letter A, going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. No Jawa. Bummer. Alright, letter B, Princess Leia with no blaster, going to Lars Houseman. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. I don't even know if I have enough loose figures to put out there, but they kept falling down, so. Well, when I started touching them, to be fair. They were perfectly fine until I interacted with them. Next up, complete Stormtrooper, going to Mr. Krieger. Letter C, going once, going twice, going thrice. I can't believe we haven't gotten a bid on that Biker Scout. It's a tough card to find. Next up, Weak Way complete, going to Jared Copeland for $10. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Next up, Boba Fett Hong Kong complete, going to Mike Krieger for $50. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Next up, Endor Rebel Soldier going to Mr. Krieger again. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Michelle, my bad. Sorry, Michelle. It's hard for me to tell. I only got the first letter, so I guessed. And I figured since my name is the most common name in the world, maybe your name was Mike. But Michelle, I am still darn close, to be fair. Alright, next up is Hoth Rebel, Luke Hoth for Massey Michael. Going once, going twice, going thrice, $11. And last but not least, the Rancor Keeper. Letter I going for $21. Massey Michael. Once, twice, three times. He's good deal. Okay, here's everything else for sale, and I will bag all these up. Get you out some new loose figures, hopefully, as long as I have enough. Any ships or playsets? We can do a ship. I got Darth Vader TIE Fighter back there. You want that? Tell you the truth, I need the big wheel for it, so I'm going to have to call some stuff on the big wheel. Otherwise, I have a sealed Wampa. Or else I have a sealed mini-rig sail skiff. Desert sail skiff. I do have an Ewok Village, but it's hard to get to. I got an Imperial Shuttle if you're keen on that. But I got creamed on the last shuttle I showed to you guys, so I got to put a reserve on it. And it's like perfect. So let me know if you're keen on any of those and I'll pull them. Wampa or Hoth Wampa? Same thing. Sealed Wampa, Sealed Wampa, Sealed Wampa. All right. Let me see what I got for loose figures here. I'm on the bottom of the barrel of loose figures here, folks. Sorry about that. But I will get more. Don't worry. Letter P is Uncle Gundy. Correct. Yes, sir. If there was an Endor Wampa, would it be brown or green? Brown, like a bear. That's my guess. FX7. Starting at $1. Letter A. Letter B, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is missing a tip, but otherwise he's in very nice condition. No rips on his cape or anything, no tears, just missing the tip. He's a gray hair Obi-Wan, very nice paint on him. Original box just said Wampa, later box said Hoth Wampa. I don't know, man, I'll have to check for you. But I'll put it up here in a minute. So we'll find out together. Letter C is a Wicket, missing his spear, but he does have his little hat. Wicket, missing his spear, and it's a nice looking Wicket, clean paint. Starting at $1, can't go wrong. And then letter D is a Paplu, missing his spear as well. Yeah, Endor Wampa would be Bigfoot. I like it. Paplu, letter D, missing his spear as well. Alright, letter F. A not so nice C-3PO, but he's fine enough. Original C-3PO, not removable limbs. A little bit loose. But I'm sure he'll still stand. That's letter F. Letter G, Salacious Crumb. Starting at $1. Of course. I knew that was an impossible ask. Letter H, we got a Hoth Snowtrooper missing cape. Told you folks, I'm on the bottom of the barrel here. Hoth Snowtrooper, but nice Hoth Snowtrooper, white. As his blaster. Missing a cape. Would be letter H. And then letter I got a Jawa here. He is missing his blaster, though. But still a Jawa. Actually, Here you go. Here's a budget Black Stitch Jawa. He's definitely Black Stitch. It's actually super easy to see there where he has a little bit of a tear. But he's a little bit roughed up. But as you can see, it's Black Stitch all around. And you can make it out real simple where he's got a tear there. So, a budget Black Stitch Jawa, starting at $1, is going to be letter I. Letter I, budget Black Stitch Jawa. A sentence never uttered. You guys wanted the Wampa. Let me call something and I'll get the Wampa for you. What could I call here? Let's call the Tri-Logo Wicket there. Letter S. It's only at $2.25, which I think is a steal of a deal. If you want to get in on it, now is the time, or forever hold your peace. Letter S we're calling. That is a Tri-Logo Wicket. Letter S right there, all the way to the right of your screen. And it's going to go for $2.25. $2.25. Very nice Tri-Logo Wicket. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold Wicket. And he is sold. All right, we're going to get you out that Wampa. Wampa, Wampa, Wampa. What are sealed Wampas going for nowadays? $500? $600? I know they ain't cheap. Yeah, and this is the original one because it just says Wampa. It does not say Hoth Wampa. So there you go. Creature from Hoth, it says. Snow Creature from Hoth just says Wampa up there, so it's the earlier one as we were talking about there. He is fully sealed. There's tape, and there's his tape up top. Fully sealed in there. The box has not been fully creased, but there is a little bit of a crease, but it still stays straight. Still got the pop. Nothing is cheap if it says Star Wars on it, sure enough. Here, let me look it up on eBay. We'll see what these go for. ESB Wampa sealed. Adam Chitwood gets good deals, so he says they go for $300. All the ones I see on eBay say Hoth Wampa. Actually, hold up, folks. The only one I see here, look. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking at. Now, I don't know if this is correct or whatever. But Hoth Wampa, right? $450, $499, Hoth Wampa, 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 Wampa. That's Canadian, so that's a difference for that. I still think that's too much money. But the Hoth Wampa is much more common. There's a one that doesn't say Hoth, but it's obviously open. Yeah, there he is. It doesn't look like there's any for $300, Chitwood. They're $245. That one's open. Yeah, there aren't any sealed ones for under $500. Some are more. None of them say Wampa. They all say Hoth Wampa. So I'm going to start this one off at $400. Search completed, sold. Here, let's check it out. $324. One bid. $325. Folded. All right, so the cheapest one to sell is $325. Let's look at it, and that's where I'll start mine. I'll start mine at $325, which is the cheapest one to sell recently, actual sold listing. And let's just check his out. His is definitely folded and definitely in rougher shape. So I will start mine off at the exact same price this one in much rougher shape with a folded flap went for, which is $325. So we're going to start it for $325. And mine's way better. And no tax, so it's cheaper than that one too. Let me make sure it doesn't hit nothing. It's totally gonna hit. I'll do it this way. Yeah. There you go, Michael. That's probably why I'm putting a starting price on this one. Alright, so much better condition. Started off at the cheapest one to sell recently on eBay at $325. With no tax, remember. Thank you very much, Blade. Could be yours, starting at $325. All right, we got no bids on that Biker Scout, so I'm going to get you out a new Biker Scout there. Adam Chitwood takes over on the WAPA at $3 1/4. $3 1/4. I'm going to pull down that Power to Force Biker Scout. I don't know. What should I put up? No worries, Chitwood. I'm sure somebody would have bid. It's a good deal. Next up, men on card graded. Rockcliffe's Custom Home says, how about a Luke X-Wing? There you go. Return of the Jedi Luke X-Wing. That is a 65 back B, and he's AFA 80, card 75, bubble 85, figure 90. I'm looking at the card to figure out what might be wrong with it, why they gave it a 75. Ah, there's a touch of wear right there. But still, 80 grade. The starting bid on that Biker Scout was only $1,000, man, and it's definitely worth $1,400 or $1,500 all day long. And it was only $1,000 starting price, but nobody bid. Luke X-Wing Pilot, AFA 80. I'm sure we can look this one up. Because the grader didn't have his morning coffee yet. Dude, that happens a lot. That does happen a lot. I'll go to sold items. $4.99, CAS 80, a little bit different. CAS is a little softer with grades, we all know that. $4.50, $4.59. find out what the cheapest one for sale is. Dude, I would like... Adam Chitwood, let's start a grading service that only uses AI, straight up. Take the process completely out of human hands. Let's go, Adam. You and me, buddy. Cheapest one for sale is $6.99. Here. Cheapest one for sale is $6.99, $7.35, $700, $9.99, $7.95. The cheapest one to sell is about $4.50. So let's start this off at $400. It'll be cheaper than any I've sold ever on eBay. Well, not ever, but in recent times. So we're going to start that one off at $4.50. Easy peasy. Chitwood, I'm not even kidding, man. I've been staying out of grading because I don't want to grade things. And it's like, I don't want to be that guy. But with the way AI works, I do think that an AI grading company should be created, and I'll do it with you if you want. Hit me up. I will put the name of the IC behind it, and we will take the grading process completely out of human hands and make it consistent. That is the most important part about grading, and the thing I feel every grading company is missing is dead consistency. And I'm not trying to bang on anybody, okay? And I'm not gonna bang on anybody because I use grading companies and I like grading companies and they come to the convention. But there is no grading company in the world that doesn't look at who submitted the item. Is P still open? Yes. But just saying. And not an arbitrary score. Problem is without the arbitrary score, not enough people would do it. But if you make the arbitrary score completely consistent with AI, why not? What is P? P is Uncle Gundy. Droid's Uncle Gundy. Problem would be as soon as we start our business, CAS and AFA would start AFA. No, they wouldn't. No way. Both their systems... Hit me up, Chitwood, but I'll explain to you why no way they would ever make that switch. Not in a billion years. But hit me up in PM. I don't want to put on a live sale across the internet all the reasons why they would never, ever, ever switch to AI grading in a billion years. The bid on P. Shoot, man. Greg, you need a lot of words written to you, man. 235. But if you look in the middle, Greg, it says if it's still open. P is still super cheap. Look at this, folks. Loose Uncle Gundy. $2.99, $2.89. That's just for loose. $172, $165. All right, fair enough. But look, $444, $388. It's still super cheap. Super cheap. No grade, Greg. Greg, you gotta get audio, dude. Ah, there you go, babe. That's smart thinking. See, Andrea knows things. Alright, I can show it to you. Still super cheap. About $150 cheaper than the cheapest one to sell on eBay in the recent months. That's cheap. Cheap. Yeah, it's like $200 cheaper than they sell for. Look. Just the card is 55 bucks. Yeah. Totally. Ready, Jason? Alright. Luke Skywalker is an AFA 80 65 back B. Card 75, bubble 85, figure 90. Letter U is an AFA 80 Takara R2D2 12 back B. Min on card. Card 80, bubble 80, figure 85, overall grade 80. Letter... Next letter is Wampa sealed. Next letter T is an AFA 80 Luke X-Wing 65 back. We already did that. T and U. Now the big wheel. Letter W is Kia Mole Droids. She's Droids card back. Next up is Luke Hoth 4-LOM offer 47 back unpunched. That's letter X. Letter Y is an AFA 60 Chewbacca Power of the Force card, so 92 back. Letter Z is an AFA 70 R2D2 12 back A. And those are all the cards. No blaster. No blaster. No blasters. No blasters. Greg Whitley takes over on that cheap Uncle Gundy. Steal of a deal. Steve Lazarton takes right back over on that Uncle Gundy. Letter E is a charger, a phone charger. You put in AA batteries and it charges your phone. It's a phone charger that takes AA batteries is what it is. Alright, folks, we're going to go over here. Nope, I'm lying. We're going to go over here. If you want to get in on any of these, do it now or forever hold your peace. We're going to start off with... show the black stitch again? Yeah. His cape's a little bit shredded here. And that's why he's a budget. Hold on. Hold on, if I could get the darn camera to zoom right. There you go. Super easy to see. All right. First and foremost, let's call letter X for Darren Oscovare, Luke Hoff, 4-lom offer, 47 back, only $310. Killer deal right there. Going once, going twice, thrice. Darren Oscovare takes it down. Well, we just got a bid on X, so we will move on to Y. Just got a new bid on X. We'll move on to Y. Y is the AFA 60 Power of the Force Chewbacca. Going to Kyle Bolenbaugh for $525. Going once, going twice, going thrice. 5 1/4. That's a good deal right there. Congratulations, Kyle Bolenbaugh. All right, next up is that 12-back R2, also Kyle Bolenbaugh. 12-back AR2, letter Z. Going once, going twice, going thrice. 15 hundo. That's a good deal, too. For what it is, that's a very good deal. 12-back A, R2D2. Sold. Next up, Kia Mole going to Rick Carlson for $210. $210 on that Droids figure Kia Mole. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. All right, and moving back up to that Luke Hoth 4-lom offer, because I'm going to put up that TIE Fighter. Going once, going twice, going thrice for Rockcliffe Custom Homes. Sold. X just had a bid. Yeah, but he bid. It was. I went through the other ones. It's fine, bid. Darth Vader TIE Fighter with box. Here's the bad. Missing the pop. Here's the good. Displays perfectly. Inside is a TIE Fighter. Battery compartment is clean. It lights up. I do not have sound. I'm sure if I hook this up to it, it'll probably give me sound. I got no sound, but it does have lights. So I'm sure if you mess with it just a little bit, you'll get it working. But I don't care. Get a better deal. So we're going to call it just lights. Crystal clear bubble or window. Both the wings still pop off good, so the mechanism still works. And that glass is crystal clear, so very nice. And I've got the wings on backwards, so there you go. Ah. Battery's incorrect. Yeah, the 9-volt trick. But you know me, I'm lazy, Chitwood. I think the batteries were in right. 9-volt isn't working for me. Just got a light. TIE fighters are super easy to fix though. You give me 15 minutes off camera, it'd work. Even if I got to spin the motor once by hand. But there you go, still a nice tie. Great box. And starting at $1, how could you possibly go wrong? Yeah, I'm sure you could get the motor running. Letter Z. Get your motor running. Tearing down the highway. Looking for adventure. Whatever comes our way. All right, let's call letter M, Bosk. Letter M. 32 back Bosk for Rockcliffe Custom Homes. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Nice Bosk. There. That's ridiculously nice. And hard to find. Any with revenge stickers? Let me check. Revenge of the Jedi proof cards. Does that help? I don't see any revenge stickers on the stack I have here, brother. Sorry. Yes, eBay is currently down. Crazy. So I don't even know how to price this. Yeah, all of eBay is down. It's working via the app. All right, so let's look it up there. Oh, it just crashed on the app, too. Yeah, Hakes has past auction values. I'm Googling it. We'll look it up. There's one that sold recently on Hakes for $19.47. Not recently, actually, 2025, but still. That's what was started, because the only one I can see on eBay is $3,999 for this card. But it is stunning, so I wanted to show you either way. We're going to start her off at $2,000. And she is a 41 back Leia with the bubble protector. AFA 80, card 80, bubble 85, figure 75. 41 back C. And we're going to start her off at $2,000. One sold a year ago at Hakes for that. Plus buyer's premium or whatever. And then the only one on eBay is an offer sticker here. And it's $3,000. So I'm going to start that off at $2,000. She's beautiful. Bubble protector on there, so she ain't ever going anywhere. AFA 80, starting off at 2 Gs. 41 back Leia. She is letter M, as in Mike. What is I? I is a black stitch Jawa with a tear on him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you got to add another 20% buyer's premium. So she's cheap for what she is at $2,000. He's a good deal. All right, let's call the Wampa and get you up another carded figure there. Darren Oscavari for 450 on the Wampa, sealed Wampa. Letter S, going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold Wampa Wampa. Congrats, Darren. That's a good one there, buddy. And we learned it's the earlier Wampa because it says Wampa. How fun. All right, next up. This is a 31 back A, so debut card, Hoth Stormtrooper. Now this one, it's got a grade of an AFA 70, and I want to explain that grade because the card got an 80, the bubble got a 70, the figure got an 85. Now I inspected this bubble. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it except right there. That little teeny tiny mark right there made this, instead of this being an 80, it's a 70. Now that is, it's a crack. Here, I could show you. But it's like a tenth of an inch. Let me try to get some light on it. But this is a debut card, crystal clear bubble, Snow Trooper. And as you can see, it's only in the stem of the bubble right there. And it's like the world's smallest crack. There, you can see it. See that little teeny tiny one right there? Like, that is never going to crack the bubble or anything. And look at this thing. It's perfect. Except for that little teeny tiny crack, which is going to get you a killer deal on it. And I'm going to be crazy and start it at $1. But this is a Snow Trooper debut card, crystal clear bubble, clear grade. It is graded a 70 with high subgrades, and it is the debut card, 31 back A, and it is in an archival case. So it's very, very nice. That's a great piece. And it displays 100% perfectly. And I had to look at it for 10 minutes till I figured out why they banged up the bubble, because the bubble looks perfect. Even when you look at it like this really quick, you can't tell. The only way you can tell is if you tilt it like this, and I'm telling you, it's less than a quarter of an inch of a crack. So, there you go. 31 back A. Debut card, the very first card ever a Snow Trooper was on, starting at $1. Right there on letter S. Well, since eBay's back, I'll look it up. 31 back A. Well, an AFA 80 just sold for $1,600. Shoot, I shouldn't have started that at $1. Same exact one, AFA 80, went for $1,650. So I hope I didn't just screw myself up right there really bad. And the bubble on mine looks better than the bubble on that one, to be fair. But there you go, $1,650 on bids. So I sure hope this one gets at least up to $1,000, or else I lost a bunch of money. Not looking it up, because eBay went down for 10 seconds. But I'm a man of my word, so starting at $1 it is. But if that goes for under 1,000, I got banged up, just so you know. Even if it goes for 1,000, I got banged up. Just so you know. Alright, and it looks like we got about 15, 18 minutes left, so I'm just going to tell you about how the Snow Trooper is super cheap for the last 15 minutes here. The Snow Trooper is super cheap. 31 back A debut card on that Snow Trooper. It's still an AFA 70. And an AFA 80 on regular bids just went for $1,800. $1,650. Super cheap. Ah, Jeff Jacobs sold it. So that one is cheap. It's at $500 with Jason Aldridge right now, but it's still super cheap. AFA 70. You guys gonna let Jason Aldridge break my heart here and get it for $500? What does Jeff Jacobs know about mint on card Star Wars? Like nothing, dude. He's probably never even touched a mint on card Star Wars figure, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know how he has any mint on cards left to sell. That was crazy when he put up his picture where he made $5 million off his collection. I was like, congrats on the millions of dollars, because I asked him a regular question one day. And he was like, haha, thanks, bro. What letter is Luke X-Wing? Luke X-Wing is letter T. T is in Tom. love you guys. Keep bidding on that Snow Trooper, and then I don't have to be sad that I'm a stupid person that didn't look on how much it was on eBay. Yeah, Jeff Jacobs is a great guy. For a multimillionaire, extremely down to earth. You can ask him regular questions. I like Jeff Jacobs. He's a good dude for sure. Right, Dion? $5 million payday is nothing to sneeze at. That's for true. Alright, we're going to call this Darth Vader TIE Fighter. I'm actually not, but I'll talk about it. Darth Vader TIE Fighter. It is missing the pop, but the box is pretty decent. And it's only currently at $70, which is how much a Darth Vader TIE Fighter with no box costs. So you might want to get in on that. He's a good deal. At $70, it's a killer deal. But I am going to keep talking about that Hoth Snow Trooper. He's only at $700. And an AFA 80 from Jeff Jacobs that we're talking about just sold for $1,600. So he's still a really good deal on that Snow Trooper there, letter S. And he's just glorious. That R2-D2 is still a good deal. That's Takara R2-D2 AFA 80. That's a good deal. But look at that Snow Trooper. It's like perfect. It's so unfortunate that it has that little teeny tiny crack. It's super unfortunate I didn't look it up before putting it up for $1. But it's only at $700. Less than half price of the Jeff Jacobs one. There you go. Hey, Dion Noakes, it's always a good idea, man. Well, you got that government pension. You'd be alright. You did a good job for a very long time, man. You'd be okay. Yeah, look at that Snow Trooper. You can't let that go for $700, folks. You'll be crying. Letter T is already at $525. Rockcliffe Custom Homes. You'd have to go $535 to be in the lead. Chad Bordner takes over on the Darth Vader TIE Fighter at $75. Nice, dude. 3 months away from the pension. Can't go wrong, man. I've been self-employed since I was like 18, man. I got no pension. I'll come live on your couch. All right, folks, it is 7:50, 750, so I'm going to start calling stuff so I can go enjoy Taco Tuesday. When I get down to that Hoth Stormtrooper, if it's still at $700, I might just, like, hide under my desk and let it run the rest of the night. So please bid on letter S. Yeah, of course you can see. FGHI, the Black Stitch show up. I had a problem getting him to zoom in before, so I will do my best. You can actually make out the Black Stitch even though it's super fuzzy. There you go. But he's got a little rip there. I know that kind of looks white, but it looks black in real person. You'll see it. It's a good deal. That's for sure. $50 is cheap for Black Stitch, even if it's a ripped one like that. But it's great. Get your hands on an example of a tough-to-find variant for dirt cheap. Alright, folks, here's everything left for sale right now. Please get in on that Hoth Stormtrooper. He's only $700. Steal of a deal. 31 back A debut card. Whiter than the fresh-driven snow. I is the Jawa. Yes, sir. 55 is you're in the lead on the Jawa. Alright, we're going to start off with letter A there. Letter A is the Obi-Wan. Behave, Obi-Wan. No, I'm lying. Letter A is FX7. Still the cheapest figure on the planet at $5. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Letter B is the Behave Obi-Wan. $15. Missing the tip. Nice cape. Great hair. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Letter M starts at $2,000. It's an AFA 80. Princess Leia 41 back. And it's got the bubble protector on it. That's why it looks weird. More expensive case, that's all. Next up, Wicket. Missing his spear for $15. Kyle Bolenbaugh. Good deal there. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Paplu just got a new bid, so we're going to skip over him. We're going to go to the Boba Fett Power Bank, letter E, for $12. Going to Mr. Brett Lancaster. Sold. Charge your phone up with Boba Fett. We got that beater C-3PO going to Massey Michael for $9. Can't go wrong. Going once, going twice, going thrice. $9 hairs. And folks, remember, I am driving back from Maine to Nashville, which is a lot of geography. So if you got a collection you want to sell and you want me to stop by your house and give you a big old wad of cash, just hit me up. Salacious Crumb, $5 for Kenny Bannigan. Going once, twice, 3 times. Next up, Snow Trooper Missing Cape, 20 bones. Going once, going twice, going thrice, Mr. Copeland. And the Jawa Black Stitch just got a new bid. So we're going to skip over him. No action on the Leia. Uncle Gundy. Mr. Lazarton. Going for $280. Going once, Uncle Gundy. Twice, Uncle Gundy. Thrice, Uncle Gundy. Sold. God, we're getting to that Hoth Snow Trooper for $700. I'm starting to get nervous. The only solace I have is it's going to Darren Oscovari, and Darren Oscovari is always here supporting Taco Tuesday. So if somebody has to get an unbelievably killer deal, I'm glad it's him. He'll always have to come back. Oh, God, I don't want to call it. I'm going to skip over it. I'm going to go to the Luke X-Wing. Luke X-Wing for Rockcliffe Holmes. 550 going once, twice, 3 times. Excuse me. Next up is that Takara R2D2 going for 1,600 bones. Going once, going twice, going thrice. AFA 80! Ah, Steve, congrats, buddy. You done good. Darth Vader got a new bid. The grade on Leia is AFA 80. It's an AFA 80. Alright, we're going to call that Hoth Stormtrooper, Hoth Snowtrooper for Darren Oscavari. Darren, I love you, so you can have it. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Congrats, Darren. Take it easy, Dion. I hope your convalescence is doing good. The start on Leia is $2,000, brother. $2,000 on Leia. Looks like the last one sold was like $2,800. May I see F? F is sold. I'm sorry, Greg. F is sold. Next up, Paplu missing his spear, letter D. Going once, going twice, going thrice. The only thing left up is the Princess Leia poster, the Darth Fighter TIE Fighter, and the Takara R2 just got a new bid, so that one's still alive. It's a steal of a deal, that Takara R2. And it's at 1610, that Takara R2. If you want to get in on that, do it now or forever hold your peace. Gonna call that Black Stitch Jawa. Mr. Whitley, going once, going twice, going thrice. Alright, and the Takara R2 just got a new bid. TIE Fighter just got a new bid, but we're gonna... Let's call the poster. We'll call the poster for $35. Darren Oscavare. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Sold. Next up, we're gonna do the TIE Fighter, folks. And then last up, we're doing that Takara R2D2 AFA 80. It's only at 1610 with Brian Campbell. If anybody wants to get in on that, it is a steal of a deal still. It should be well over $2,000. But it is the last... Oh no, did we just call Darth Vader TIE Fighter? Nope, that was a poster. We're going to call Darth Vader TIE Fighter for Bobby Lugo at 110. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Bobby Lugo. Sold. Got yourself a nice Darth Vader tie there, bud. With a box. And last but certainly not least is that Takara R2D2. Very last chance to get in. It's a steal of a deal. It is right there on letter U. It's going for $16.10 with Mr. Brian Campbell. Going once to Brian, twice to Brian, thrice to Brian. Sold. And he got another bid. Greg Whitley. Greg Whitley is on the Takara R2D2. So it is still alive at 1630 with Greg Whitley. Option is to you, Brian Campbell, I think it was. Or to anybody else that wants to bid on it. It's a killer deal still. Can't go wrong. AFA 80 Takara R2D2. Since this is the last item up, we'll just put it right there. Brian Campbell says, Greg can have it. Well, there you go. All right, Greg. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Greg Whitley sold. Killer deal on that rare variant Takara R2D2. Congratulations. Well, everybody, I just did that wrong. Sorry, that was wrong. Greg, you won it. Sorry. That was an old cut and paste. Here, I'm going to correct it now. Sorry, Brian Campbell, that's wrong. Greg, you definitely won it. Sorry, man. There you go, corrected. 1630 on that Takara R2D2. Alrighty, and we're all good. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the IC. And remember, all it takes to be a great member of the IC is 3 simple things. You got to teach, you got to learn, and you got to grow this hobby that we love so much. Have a wonderful week. Thanks for hanging out on Taco Tuesday. See you next week on Taco Tuesday. Good night.
That falcon or a figure still sealed, where I